Hello, my beautiful people. Oh, I need more butane. The flame's going out. Oh, very apropos. Hello and welcome to the BST. We've got a really, really fun reading for you. I hope all is well. I know there's a lot that's not well. I know you've probably seen my shorts and like a lot of karma's coming up for people this holiday season. And, Jupiter is going forward. So, like, if you don't have your finances, if you didn't get them in order, like, they're going to be out of order for quite a while. So, we're going to try and stay on track. We are going tarot-less. Today, we will be doing the Kim Cran's archetype deck. The circle one that you see, also by the same deck. This is the mini, and I've got two of them together, is the Unknown Animal Spirit deck. And then we will be using Cards Against Humanity to try and get as filthy as possible. This is not my strong point, so I'm trying to like get outside of my comfort zone. And even like my what are you like sexy reads? They're not as sexy. I'm like looking at it. I'm like dirty talk was never my forte. It's why I didn't make money at the club. So yeah, I just feel like I need to cleanse the space because there's a lot of energy up in this. And so this is gonna be a fun read. So this is actually masculine energies. This isn't just men, but that's not a sexy thumbnail, right? Masculine energies. People are like, what's he men? What do they think of me? So, but this reading can be for everybody. This is the person that operates in the masculine that's in your life. So if it's same sex, if one's the dom and one, the dommy and the other one's the beta or whatever it is, however, the sub, I guess. Whatever your dynamic is, whoever's the more masculine, this is how sexy they think you are. And this is a huge, huge trigger warning, okay? If you've never played Cards Against Humanity, first of all, we can't be friends. Secondly, this is how I was a military spouse, right? And so Cards Against Humanity came out when I was still married to the military. And I've always had a dark sense of humor, and I work with like death a lot and all this other stuff. So it was like, I loved it. And we used to have so many parties, and all the military like families, we'd get together on Fridays and play Cards Against Humanity. Everybody bring their boxes, and but some people like would get really offended, like coming over and not really knowing like the crew that they were running with, and we'd warn them, like these cards are filthy. Okay, I'm trying to get monetized, but this one will absolutely be just demonetized. So here's the other thing. So big trigger warning. If you get triggered, that's on you. 18 only plus. I know y'all wanted 18 only plus, okay? I don't earmuffs. I need you out of here, okay? This reading is not for you. No bueno. And then we have, and I'll be cursing, of course. So I'm going to be trying to get as sexy as possible. I think the Cards Against, it's going to be interesting, right? It's the first time I've been playing around with them and toying with the idea, and like Spirit Team was like, let's do it. Let's get it appropriate. Let's lighten the mood a little bit. Because it's been some heavy, dark shit the past 2 weeks. Wouldn't you say? Oh, and it's only just begun. Just so you know. For all my hate watchers out there. All right, yeah. I got friends in high places, in the 3D, and also in low places, okay? I think you're starting to understand. Here we go. All right, how do men view you? So we're gonna do a vibe check, so that you'll know whether it's your pile or not. I don't know how many piles we're gonna do, but right now we're just gonna roll with it. So we're gonna get an archetype deck to just kind of like a theme and get a feel for you, and we're going to pull some animal cards just to get your personality. And if you feel like this might be your pile, I want to keep my Christmas tree, my little Charlie Brown Christmas tree. I love it so much. Oh my goodness, this is the first time, gosh, I've had my own since I've had my apartment, because I got married, you know what I mean, but my very own Christmas tree that I got to decorate myself. Yeah, anywho, pure excitement. Let's get pile number one. Oh, I'm already like, how do men view you? You make them nervous. I'm all like, ooh, yeah, like I'm getting not like a pit in the stomach, but like actual butterflies. Oh yeah, I'm getting like, what a sexy creature. Oh yeah. They say creature, it's like you're, I'm already picking up, it's like you're like not of this earth. Like that's how, and a lot of people are like, I'm not that sexy or whatever. No, it's your sex appeal, right? It's like your, je ne sais quoi. I can't stop saying it like that. You're just gonna have to get used to it. I crack myself up all the time. People are like, how do you spend so much time by yourself? And I'm like, I'm always laughing. I'm always doing shit I love. Yeah, I don't like being around people that are negative or bringing the fuckery or bringing the, the two-facedness, smile in your face and go try and slander and destroy your reputation behind your back, right? Maybe even commit a little fraud. Yeah, oh, that's what it is. How do men view you? You are spicy. You are willing I think you intimidate a lot of guys because I think they like want to come in and then you like pop off or people, guys, like this is the litmus test for the guys that are watching that I backed away from, but I sent you my channel. This is why you did not pursue. Right? Because I am not afraid to speak my mind, and when people bring the fuckery, so this is you, your energy all day long. Let's get a card. I'm like just channeling your energy right now. Oh gosh, you make people so freaking nervous. I can feel it in my, I'm like, I gotta woo-saw this out. Oh my God. The womb. People they don't want a one night stand. They want to, okay, be careful ladies. Some guys might want to trap you with a baby, for sure. Yeah, this isn't like some passing kind of thing or whatever. Men view you as like wifey. I'm getting the mommy-dommy energy too, because it's like that. I won't sub for anybody, unless I want to. Yeah, I'm getting this trickster, just hot mama. I'm getting like Sophia Loren, like just woman on fire, right? Like I'm half Sicilian. You don't fuck with the Italian women, right? The other part of my family's from angry third world countries. My ancestors were angry people. They were actual mobsters. Okay? So it's like people are like, where do you get this from? I'm like, it's in my blood, right? And this is what you've got. It's like you can't not. Right? This is you walk, I'm telling you, you're the person when you walk in the door and you don't have to be, 6 foot tall and blonde or whatever. You could be, I'm talking all of the sizes. It's the way you move, right? It's the way you, like, how do men view you? Like, you're the total package and then some, and then they back away slowly because then they have to think about, because like, yeah, I don't think, I think you might get a lot of haters that are like, oh, well, they only date men with money or this, that, and the other. No. Like, no, but what do you have, right? Like, painters, they don't have money, right? But they could paint a picture. It's an energy exchange, right? What are you bringing to the table, right? If it happens to be funds or whatever, like, you are just, that's what it is. You don't give a flying F about what people think about you. Super, super sexy. So if that's you, because if it ain't you, it ain't you. Let's get how do men view you? Ooh, I am just on fire. Yeah, woman on fire, man on fire. Oh, that's what you get men fired up. I think you make men feel young. Like, yeah, you make men want to chase. You put men in their masculine energy, right? Because we got a lot of men out here sitting back, saying, make me a sandwich, sitting in their feminine energy, saying, do things for me. You get men to get up off of the couch and do shit for you. You inspire, right? You have that sacred, that dark, feminine, like, energy. Like, no, I don't need you. So, but I would like to want you. So what are you bringing? Because men want to be needed, right? And a lot of men can't handle a woman not needing them, right? Like, that's the way they can control. That's the way they can manipulate. That's the way they can keep you, like, in the house and not have other men see what they've got. That's how they, tuck you away in the corner, right? Put you in some like crazy whack ass religion that makes you like cover yourself up, but they can like have a harem, right? Come on now. Let's wake up, ladies. I've got to put my little visual thing over here going to keep me on track. I'm looking at the actual thumbnail to keep it sexy and keep out of the preachy. I'm like, let me climb off of my soapbox and take myself off the cross and stick to the reading. Oh yeah, you're really funny. I think you're, okay, that's what it is too. You might have like a really like strong Sagittarius placement. It might be in your Mercury or something like mine, because you're just like, you're like quick, or Gemini, right? You're super witty, your mind, you're just like, you're on top of things. Yeah, people can't get things past you. And it's all, and they know that because they know you'll speak up about it, right? That's why men, a lot of men back away. You might be like uber gorgeous, but a lot of men, you might not get approached, and people think that you're getting approached all the time, and you might not, because people are like, oh shit, like, she's actually brains and beauty, like, and she's gonna call me out on my shit, and she's like not gonna pull any punches and pretend not to see something, right? And a lot of people, you know, we live in shame. We have a lot of things to hide. We have to work through it. That's called karma. Working through your shit and owning it. So like, right, people from my past feel like they can come up and like come out with a story about me and all this other stuff. I'm already out in the open. My employers know my past. In fact, I mean, I'm like, I'm not gonna even get into that. But like, yeah, you can come at me with whatever you got. I'm totally willing to say it in front of my YouTube. You know what? Because I own the person that I used to be, and now I'm a lot different. And people, you know, think like, oh, it's fake, and it's the fake woke, and this, that, and the other. No, it's my profession. Okay. And by the way, being psychic has nothing to do with spirituality. Okay? So let's just go ahead and throw that one out. Yeah, no, it is, you are a powerhouse. Yeah, I just get people like backing away. Men, I don't think you get approached. I think you might, like, maybe somebody might, like, at the airport, like, buy you a drink, and then you open your mouth, and they're like, oh, I gotta go. I got a meeting to go. Like, I can't, cannot. Your energy is a lot. You're like, come on. Like Trinity from the Matrix. You want to come with it? All right, let's go. I'll go toe to toe with you. In fact, I'll come running after you. Yeah, moth to the flame. But I've got this in reverse. Yeah, you can't be bought. You can't be manipulated. I'm the type of person, I've dated men with means my entire life. Just didn't marry one. Bad call. They're a sport for me. Why? Because the ego, right? If you can be triggered, right? If you can be triggered, you can be controlled. And this is you. This is like, you understand the dark feminine energy. You understand, you attract, you do not chase. And a lot of men with means are very used to people chasing them, right? For their funding, for their sponsorship, and their clout and their friends and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I don't care how much money you've got. I can go attract money if I need to. Are you a kind man? How do you treat the wait staff? How do you treat your family? How do you treat your employees? How do you treat dogs and old people? That's the litmus test right there. And then maybe we can hang out. Yeah, you are, it's that dark, it's Lilith all day long. You must have a very strong Lilith. I'm like, I feel like we've already established who you are. Let's get into the cards against humanity, because I'm trying to keep it fun, and I keep like getting preachy. I even know you guys are like, she's understand. I understand. This is literally, I'm a channel. I'm a divine conduit, so whatever comes out is gonna come out, right? I literally have to watch my own videos after I finish this because I'm in flow, and I have no concept of what's going on. I mean, I do. It's like co-creation, right? It's part spirit team, and it's part my experiences. And so, yeah, let's get into this. This is gonna be fun. Okay, I'm telling you, close your ears are gonna be bleeding soon. These cards spare no feelings. So how do men view you? Just like my pile number one. Oh, it's getting hot in here. Oh my gosh, I'm already, this is 18 plus. I'm gonna try and keep, I'm gonna try and not get the thing canceled. So I will do some, toning some stuff down, right? And then there's some cards that are just totally inappropriate that would get me flagged. So we're just gonna roll with this. So how do men view you? Ooh, so sexy. Oh goodness, I'm getting nervous. I think everybody else is getting nervous too. It's like, what's gonna come out? How do men view my pile number one? Oh, you're so funny. You just crack me up. If at first you don't succeed, try blank. So I'm not going to explain these are question cards and answer cards or whatever. So I'm just taking whatever comes out because this stuff is really funny. It's like if you don't, yeah, you're willing to try everything. That's what makes you sexy. And they think you do this in the bed. Yeah, I'm getting like total kinkster with the black and the white, and that came up a little earlier with the dom and the sub. Like, yeah, I think that they think that you are just, I just heard a rock star in the bedroom. And I think you are. Nobody can walk around with this amount of confidence, not being able to put it down. And I think you put it down on everybody. I'm getting like full strap on, like get your ass down, like hoods over heads, like face sitting, like, just give me your money. Oh yeah. Oh, that's what I think a lot of men want to be. That's what it is. It's like they're like, I don't want to date him. I can't date that. But I wouldn't mind if she dominated me. I think you have a real future in being a dominatrix. Even if you didn't want to do anything in person, there's a lot of things you can do and a lot of different, I mean, there's femdoms that are like in dresses and everything like that. Then you got like doms, you got, I mean, all sorts. But if this might be, it's a very lucrative career. And if you're not interested in like ripping people's nipples off, I know I'm not, right? I'd like to think of it sometimes for certain special people, you know who you are. But that being said, I don't want to take anybody's life like you tried to come for mine, but I don't mind doing a little damage. So yeah, oh gosh, there it is. It's so funny. And you know, my donkey laugh came out. So it's like, you don't give a, I bet you are the, yeah, I don't feel like you have a lot of female friends. I think the friends that you do have are males, because I don't think women can handle you either. Yeah, this is like popular loner, lone wolf, like sexy pants. I can do it all myself, and it's not an act. Like you actually, because people are like, I'm a bad bitch. I'm a this, that, and the other. I'm bougie, I'm pretty privileged. You're like, I'm fucking gorgeous and I'm good. Nobody can tell you, you might be a late bloomer, but you're like, nobody can tell me about myself. People have been trying to put me down and saw my light my entire life. Who do you think you are? You think you're special? Well, the narcissists always do, right? Right? Well, you can't not feel special, because that's what sets them off. I told you. I literally hunt narcissists for a living. Systems and policies designed to preserve century-old power structures. Yeah. They're kind of keeping it clean. You might be poly, you might be bi, you might be out, you could be like everything, like me, I'm like pan. If it's good, if it looks good, and it smells good, and it tastes good. But like for me, I'm a big sapia, right? You gotta get me up here. I am not attracted to like that, hey baby, you wanna like go back to my place? Ew, gross. You are filthy. Like, I can see it. I can't even see your aura. That's how dirty your aura is. I can see it coming from a mile away. I can feel it. It's all over you, energetically, right? Your shame and your horrible personness in your aura, in the spiritual realm, the 5D, where I actually see third eye, you're like a oiled up duck, like an Exxon spilled duck. System, yeah, that's it. It's like, screw the patriarchy. I do what I want. That's how men view you. It's like too much sass. It's too much. And then I'm getting, because I can feel you, who do you think you are? Right? You got a lot of men, not only want to, well, there's some men, that want to dominate you and like shut you up, like for real. Right? because they don't like it, right? Who do you think you are, right? And you might be really different from the people, I know I am, right? Like I'm in a state that still treats people of a different color like horribly. And it's been in the system, right? Systematic systems and policies, systematic racism and bigotry and chauvinism. Yeah, I think men are scared of you now. And they like spirit teams like as they should be. Yeah, let's come out here. So the Joe Rogan experience. Yeah, I'm like, these are all the guys that watch Joe Rogan. I actually enjoy Joe Rogan. I learned so much off of that, but it's like, it's the podcast guys, right? The guys that watch the podcast that like hate women. Yeah, like it's too much. How do men view you? Like a frickin', they get a taste of you and they drop you like a hot potato. I'm getting that reading I had. Landmine, uh-oh. Like, oh, she's actually is intuitive, right? Not like that one guy, he's like, I bet you're one of those girls that say you dreamt about your husband cheating on you. And I'm like, yes, I actually did. Like I tell this story all the time because it's like, but okay, if you don't want to believe what I do, like for a living, right? For the big dogs, right? And stated by the big dogs for what I do and how I save children, little children, every day from abusers like you. Yeah, no, okay, now I'm getting like this. Yeah, you've been, because people think pretty privilege, right? Oh, you get all that pretty privilege? Well, now, because I know how to use it, but you know what what happened to the pretty girls? They got diddled by the daddies in the crib. And all of their family, and all of the church members, and all they have been paying. I love Ani DeFranco. I have been paying for this prettiness, my entire life. So before you point fingers, right, or judge a book by its cover, or assume that someone just because they live alone and prefer to be alone, that they are alone, right? This is, yeah, I think you actually scare even like actual predators. Narcissists, I think they, right, because people, they want to keep things under the rug, right? As soon as you like lift up the covers, they scatter and like cockroaches. So they try and skew the narrative about you, feminine, right? Divine, dark, feminine. They try and skew the narrative about you to everybody else, right? In order to try and make you feel some kind of way about yourself. I think you play dumb a lot too. You know, I have a lot of people from my past. And by the way, if you feel like I'm getting a couple of messages in my Facebook, like I deleted all my Facebook friends. Y'all have been thinking I'm a homeless stripper for the past 2-3 years, right? Right? Making fun of me, all of the things, pointing your fingers at me, having parties and get-togethers, looking for someone, an innocent person's demise. Right? This is where people, like, this is something you can fix. You know why I can pick up on it? Because I was you. I was you. I was manipulative, I was insecure, I was needy, I was spiteful. Well, definitely spiteful. Like, and y'all don't know, right? Y'all don't know. I had to take myself to anger management classes in my freaking 20s because I had such a temper. I am a living, breathing monk compared to why? Because karma is real and I worked through it and now it's instant for me. And if you mix yourself up in my energy, like you come after me, your karma's instant too. So yeah, there's this, you might be an occultist too, because I'm getting like a fear and now a reverence. There is a reverence. I think you might have been like me, undercover for a while, right? So I think people made a lot of that's what it is. People make a lot of assumptions based on your looks. Then you open your mouth and then they're like, oh, she's a bitch. And they run the other way and then they go run their mouths because you might have triggered them some kind of way, right? And then they try and skew the narrative about you. But here's the thing. When you conduct yourself, self-integrity, when you do the right thing when no one is looking, you got to realize there's someone always looking. You're always being watched. By the spirit realm, by the 3D realm. I mean, hello, our phones, Alexa, and all the other, everything else, the government, right? Like somebody's always, always listening. And so I think you understand that, you know, and I think you know the, you know, I think you understand like with the occult, people don't understand with the occult, they're like calling on demons and all this other stuff, and it's like these demons have like approached me and asked to work with me. Yeah. they have to ask permission to do anything to me. Yeah, that's who you're messing with. Yeah. So there's karma all the way around. You're being watched. You're being watched. You're being watched. My dog. Oh no. Oh, sorry. This is a card that came out for a friend. Oh no. Oh. Okay. I'm like, I don't want to get pulled in. That's just, it's very sad. Let's keep it sexy and not preachy. Can Mara do that? Apparently not. But it is sexy, right? That dark feminine energy is sexy. People just don't want to have anything to do with it, right? Because they know you'll speak up. What will end racism once and for all? Yeah. That's how men view you. You change people's minds. You change people's minds about what a person of a different color or gender can be. Yeah, I'm getting mind bending. Like, blown. People that have never left their zip code except to go to like, ooh, Vegas. Vegas isn't a real place. It's steel and concrete and like shit made to, like, come on now, like get out of your own county. Stop working at the same place. You're never, right, you're right. People are so angry. Do you know how many jobs I've had? Do you know how many cities I've lived in? Do you know how many things that I've attempted and failed? But I tried them and now I have all this experience. And so you didn't see all this hard work. You just saw this and the mouth and made your assumptions, right? And so this is what you got. You changed people, the paradigm. Like people are just like, what? Like an occultist can be like good people? What? Right? You must be putting spells on people and stuff like that. Why would I need to do that? Why would I want anybody that I would have to try and put a spell on them for them to be with me? I just turn on an app and get a sugar daddy like that. Okay? So you make all your assumptions. I make my own fucking money. And that's what people, because, you know, people, it blows their minds, right? They look for people to support them and to sponsor them because they don't feel like they could, because they've been told over and over and over by the system, right? And then there's a lot of people, there's just shame, right, of their own sexuality, of their own color, like in the hierarchy, like you come from the Caribbean and there's like this, like, oh, if you're high yellow or red bone versus like the darker skinned ones, and supposedly there's like, I'm like, we're doing this in our own country, right? Yeah, you change people's, I'm saying not even change, blow people's minds with how ignorant and blind they've been. I'm about to cry now. You are changing the narrative, pile number one. I'm very proud of you, High Priestess. Finally in the first pile. She's usually on the back end. Hello, High Priestess, pile number one. I don't think people really, they think we use this word High Priestess. People don't realize what it takes to become a High Priestess. You don't just become one or pray to some dark entity. You had to go through all the queens. You had to go through emotional manipulation, the people manipulating your pocket, the people, like all of the queens, and you had to get to the Empress, and you had to learning how to receive, right? And then the High Priestess, you're opened, you were gifted. But the reason why people don't realize, why are all the readers on YouTube really good looking? It's because they became very, very psychic, because they had to go inside and talk to their imaginary friends, while adults, grown adults, men and women, were doing bad things to children that cannot defend themselves. So they went inside and talked to their angels and their spirit teams so they could fucking survive these horrible, horrible, abusive people. And that's why my level of psychicness matches the level of shit that's been done to me. Fuck yourself. Hello, High Priestess, the real deal, and now everybody knows. Why? Because they tried to bring the fuckery. And you said, I bite back. I fight back. Hello. All right, let's reset this